Trees can be tough to get rid of. I've had times where I'm trying to get rid of a small tree, and I'll cut it down, and I think I'm done with it until I come back a few months later, and now it's still sending out branches, and there's shoots going up there, and if I leave it alone, it's still going to be a tree. Trees are stubborn that way. God's stubborn that way too. In Isaiah 6, now Isaiah 6 is a famous chapter in the Bible because that's where God appears to Isaiah in all his glory and everybody's singing holy, 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 and it's amazing. But there's a negative to that because as soon as God shows Isaiah who he is and Isaiah says, here am I, send me, God says, okay, here I'm sending you. I'm sending you to a bunch of people who aren't going to listen to you, and I'm going to cut them down. I'm going to cut them down to the ground, and you're going to be telling them that God's coming to cut you down. But I want you to remember something, Isaiah, as you're telling these people who are living really against God, as you're living in a society where things sometimes seem pretty hopeless, in any relationship there, that Israel is a tree, that God's kingdom is a tree, and even if he cuts it off to the ground, there's still shoots coming. This is what it says in Isaiah 6:13. Though a tenth remain in the land, it will again be laid waste. But as the terebinth and the oak leave stumps when they are cut down, so the holy seed will be the stump in the land. Doesn't matter how bad things get, how bad things look for God's kingdom. He's still got his root system. He's still got his power. He's still bringing everything back. You don't have to freak out that somehow God's going to lose just because it looks like he's losing in a certain place at a certain time. God has a plan. He's been carrying it out for eternity. And you can be confident that he's going to carry it out all the way to eternity, no matter how bad it might look on certain bad days. And that's today's Jumpstart.